ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. DeAndre Ayton and the Phoenix Suns were back on the floor last night in the NBA. After starting slow the last couple of games, the Suns actually got out of the blocks well in this one against the Charlotte Hornets, scoring 30 points in the first quarter. The Suns equaled that output in the second and led by 3 at the break, despite losing Devin Booker to injury. In the third quarter, though, the Suns would be outscored 28-21, and that would be a big difference as the Suns dropped their 6th straight game, 119-113. All 6 of those games have been in Phoenix, part of a 7-game homestand. Prior to that, the Suns had won 5 of 7. DeAndre finishing up with 19 points and 9 rebounds, just short of a double-double. He had 15 of those points and 7 boards in the first half.
We played hard. We played together. We played with a lot of positivity. That's about it. That's what kept us going. But on the defensive end, we traded a lot of baskets. It was hard for us to get a stop, and a rhythm on defense. To create transition offense. So yeah, that's what really got us today. But overall, the way how we started the game from the past few games, we stepped it up. I think we're back on that track again. But we just gotta really lock in on the defense end, and that's on me tonight. I wasn't really vocal tonight, or pick and roll coverages. I wasn't really, I'll say, effective. Protecting the rim.
2 of the league's best shooters, Stephen Curry and Bahamian Buddy Hield, going head-to-head on Saturday night as the defending champion Golden State Warriors took on the Sacramento Kings. The 2 teams combined to set an NBA record for three-pointers with 41 long balls made. Buddy had a career-high 8 three-pointers and finished up with 32 points, but the Kings fell 127-123.
Everybody got everybody's best shot. Came out and played at. Everybody came and played at a high level. Obviously Steph, Clay, KD can play at a high level. J. Jack was great for us. Him that spark in the fourth quarter to make some shots. Confidently. That's a big confident booster. I don't know J. Jack ever been struggling with a shot a little bit, but for him to come in and make those shots for us and when we need him, that's big, man. And just couldn't find a way to beat those boys, man. They're tough, man. That's why they're the champs. And we just not too far, man. It's a couple possessions off from them. They sense it, and we're not too far from them. And it's gonna come, man. It might not be this year, but maybe next year it's gonna come.
He's a great shooter. Showed that tonight. He's consistently gotten better since his rookie year. He's just confident. They got a lot of guys that can space the floor, but Buddy's, he obviously showed that tonight how great of a shooter he is. So, he's got it.
Bo Bichette repeating as champion of the Don't Blink Home Run Derby in Paradise, which attracted a large crowd for the 2nd year in a row to the Montague foreshore on Saturday. Bichette hit 9 into the water, beating hometown boy and organizer Todd Isaacs, who finished up with 8. Bo spoke about where he goes from here.
When I get back from here, it's time to start working and getting ready for the season. I'm ready already, but I'm excited for February.
What are some of your goals for the season?
Hopefully make the big leagues. I think it's right there, so hopefully I can get off to a good start and play hard and continue to develop as a player. If it doesn't happen, it is what it is, but for me, it's just about to continue to get better as a player every day, and I think if I do that, I have a pretty good chance.
Play-by-play announcer for the Lake County Captains, Andrew Lovegrass, was brought in to call the Home Run Derby. Lake County is the single-A affiliate for the Cleveland Indians, where Todd Isaacs has been the past few seasons, and Lovegrass definitely sees potential to play at the next level.
He's progressed a lot, especially physically. He's been one of the guys that has had obviously the raw tools with power and speed. Not many guys have the power and speed combination just naturally that Todd has, but he's grown in terms of his maturity and his knowledge of the game when it comes to stealing bases. He knows what he's doing out there, and he's just been trying to progress with his offensive skills at the plate.
Like Todd Isaacs, Jazz Chisholm is another Bahamian who competed in the Home Run Derby. Jazz was recently voted as the top prospect in the Arizona Diamondbacks organization.
It means a lot to finally get the recognition, you know, that I've been waiting on for a few years now. But, I mean, it doesn't put pressure on me. It just makes me feel like I'm going to work harder every day to be the best that I want to be, and I just want to be the best player to ever play the game, so I got to work for it.
Former World Series champion with the Florida Marlins, Charles Johnson, was in town for the second year in a row to take in the Home Run Derby. He's amazed at how the event has blossomed.
I truly believe this event, Don't Blink, is going to be one of these events where is that you can have so many big league, minor league guys knocking on the door just to come down here and be a part of this, because you get a chance to hit home runs into the ocean. I mean, last year, like I say, it was over 2,000 people that was there really watching the game. I mean, there were thousands more streaming online to watch the game. So I truly believe this event is going to be one of these events that is going to really spark up, you know, a great deal of noise around the country as far as bringing some guys to come and participate here.
Giles Etienne finished second in the men's high jump to help lead the Indiana men's track and field team to a 72-50 victory over the University of Tennessee at Gladstein Fieldhouse in Bloomington, Indiana this past weekend. The sophomore led the season best 7-1 to finish runner-up to Tennessee's Darrell Sullivan, who went 7-2.5. Etienne's performance came on the heels of his victory last month at the Hoosier Open, where he jumped 7 feet 1/2 inch. Etienne has now cleared 7 feet 3 times as a Hoosier, and his jump over the weekend slots him 8th in America in the men's high jump rankings. The Hoosiers are back in action on Friday in a dual meet at the University of Kentucky. And that will do it for sports, but stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.